Hey everyone, let's have a look at Meta or Meta Platforms. MATA is a ticker. I've been talking to our clients for the past 24, 36 hours about this stock, and I think there's a potential year-end rally chase going on in this stock. I was at an institutional investor conference 2 days ago at this point, and it was very clear that a lot of these guys are positioning for a year-end bump from a seasonality perspective. You know, there's a lot of underperforming fund managers, I call this, performance anxiety, which can lead to this sort of year-end rally. Now, it's typically not linear, but this is a stock here that I think looks pretty good, all else being equal. So we'll start off with a weekly chart first, where you can see essentially once the stock topped out in 2021, it then really took 2.5, 3 years for it to get back to a breakout point. And then once that happened, within really a very short period of time, about 3 months, it started stalling again. If we zoom in a bit closer on the daily charts, we see this much more granularly, and you can see that essentially the stock then from that point on settled into this consolidation phase, which I typically like to draw my consolidation phases more as sort of a regression line, if you know what that means, as opposed to going to the absolute lows of the ranges. So I'll cut out, I'll take like the most common sort of low amounts of lows and not like the one outlier. So that's the range we had. And we now have an even tighter range that we're now breaking out of. So once that came to pass, I'll move on to this chart where I've got this a bit better. You can see we started to consolidate in October for now exactly, or just about exactly 2 months. And again, we can draw this sort of consolidation phase. Again, I like to use more of a regression sort of way of looking at it, meaning like an average as opposed to taking the absolute lows. And so we had some strong bullish reversals, and now we're breaking out of this. So the way we measure where this stock could go from a very purely near-term momentum perspective, and again, this is very basic kindergarten stuff in the sense that it's not difficult to do. I just measure the distance of the range that we had. And so I'm going to just draw a line. Again, you know, most kindergartners can do that. And then I just clone it and copy it and add it to the top of that range. And so if I were to go, we already had a breakout now on Tuesday, but if I take now the remainder of this potential, we have another, 3-4%. That may not be a lot to some people who are used to, stocks that nowadays move a lot more because we're in a gambling mania. But nonetheless, it's a defined trade, and it could go higher, right? This is just sort of a next target, gets us to around, if we round it up generously, gets us to around 640 on the upside. So that's a tactical idea here. We're also seeing a lot of stocks get very overbought and very oversold very quickly, allowing us to set up a high probability income trade. So that's the topic this week that we are going to share with everyone. So make sure you join us for that as well. You can find out more about it on the next screen or down below, and we'll see you there.